Look, I've brought the stock of the day back up to the top of the program. Neuren Pharmaceuticals has just updated the market on debut product sales. So that's the drug that's used to treat Rett syndrome, which is a genetic neurological disorder. So sales were up by 14% to 96.1 million US in the second quarter of 2025. That's the third consecutive quarter of growth, and Neuren says there's potential for further intake in the US, with 2/3 of diagnosed patients yet to try the debut product. Acadia, so that's its distribution partner, has reiterated its full-year guidance for 2025 sales of between 380 and 405 million US, implying royalty income from Neuren between $62 and $67 million. So shares are one of the best performers today by percentage term, just past noon here in Sydney, up by about 4%. So we'll get right to it, ask my guests for their view on the stock of the day, being Neuren. Grady?
Yeah, I'm a shareholder, so I will disclose that. I am constantly impressed by Neuren. I think they've gone about their distribution partnership with Arcadium really, really well, because a lot of companies will test the waters and get their own marketing team out there, and why do that when you've obviously got the access to Arcadium? They've done a really good job there. Sales continue to grow. It's a first in class. They have other drug candidates ready to go soon. The Phelan-McDermid syndrome trials are underway right now. They've got, so the second drug candidate, Daybue just treats Rett syndrome, but the second drug candidate treats 4 neurodevelopmental disorders. So they're much bigger global addressable market. So we love it. We've had a buy on it for quite a while. A really strong cash position of $341 million, no debt. Is that there's not much that you don't love about Neuren. So yeah.
That is a buy, even considering the share price run up.
Yeah, we've just seen that there's a lot of potential.
Okay.
So at the moment, the share price only factors in the first drug, and we don't see the market is even valuing the second drug yet, which is really near commercialization.
Great.
Yeah.
So that's a pretty positive endorsement of Neuren. No debt, you must like that.
I do. No, look, I think Neuren's a wonderful company in terms of what they're trying to do in treating neurological disorders is incredible, and I think it will be great for the world if they are another true success. And of course, Rett syndrome is so awful that anything they're doing to improve that is life-changing for the participants. Interestingly, of course, like all biotechs, relatively short history in terms of productivity and profitability, but has been getting some really good numbers in the last year or two. Look, it's way too early for me to have an opinion on it from anything other than gut feel, but you know, compared to most biotechs that we talk about, this is one that actually does make profit, that actually does have a product that's being sold, that is trading on a reasonable PE of sub 16 times compared to some of them we'll talk about later today where triple digits would be small. You know, overall, if you're going to be playing in the biotech space, Neuren looks like one of the best you could be. And I say that with all the caveats around short periods of history and the ability to draw any conclusion from that.
I'm putting a buy on that from
Double
you,
buy.
Andrew. Double buy to start the program, Neuren Pharmaceuticals.